Hello everybody, welcome to a very special episode of the Leeds House.
Why is it special?
Because we're talking about how Leeds are running the business into the ground.
Are they? Is that what's happening?
Well, they're loaning out all their players, and in my eyes, they're just doing some bad business.
All the shed players.
All the shed players, yeah. Leeds are like cash converters at the minute.
Yeah, they're like they're clearing out the decks.
Yeah, that's what we've seen what we're doing. Obviously, we're not loaning out any of the big guns like Liam Cooper and Luke Ayling.
Nah, we'll keep them babies.
We've got to keep them around at all times to make sure that we're safe from elimination of any cup competition and league position.
By the way, who are you?
I'm Kevin.
I'm James. Welcome, guys.
Yeah, welcome. So what we're going to talk about a little bit today is the mad, weird loans that we're doing at the minute. We've got like 4 of them ongoing that I can see. So we've got the Llorente going back to Roma
Llorente.
with a no fee that I read.
No
and
fee.
Full wages paid.
Full wages.
With an option to buy at the end.
Options.
Rasmus, same.
Skeletor.
Matt Rocker, the same.
Turn of the century.
Cock. Block. No, Cock.
Stop saying cock.
I can't. I'm just thinking of something. Cock. I just don't know what's happening in my mind. Okay, so Cock could be leaving on loan, full wages paid, and we don't get a fee for him.
Well, his contract will be up anyway at the end of the year.
Yeah, but you got to sell him.
Sell him. Sell a bit of cock.
Yeah, to get some cash in.
You might as well.
Isn't Cock expensive though?
It depends how used it's been.
Yeah, you don't want to use Cock, do you?
No, not like a thoroughly used one, I guess.
I guess so, but Cock's had some injuries, hasn't he? A few years he's been out.
A few injuries. So we're giving away Cock, basically.
Yeah, Leeds giving away Cock.
Great. Well done, Leeds.
Yeah, well done, Leeds. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of talk about how we're loaning these players out, get wages and that for them. All these players are on quite long contracts, okay? I think...
Apart from Cock.
Yeah, apart from Cock, yeah. So I think my opinion on this is that they don't fancy them, and they're probably just going to try and sell them at the end of it. Hope they go out there and play really well and get some good money at the end of it.
I suppose, in a sense, you could look at it positively and say, if they're willing to come in and all these so-called first-team players, they're willing to just let go out on loan, they've obviously got a bit of money to bring them, to replace them.
Yeah. And big wages coming off the wage bill and that as well.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, from them 4 are quite like high up on the earners as well. So I mean, you're probably saving 200 grand a week there.
Yeah,
200 grand a week just by loaning them 4 out, and 200 grand a week. Obviously, you could bring in 5, 6, 7 high quality championship players with that sort of cash.
Yeah.
So I think you're right. I think you can see that there's a plan there that they've got. I think the manager's already been done.
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of time before they announce it now.
Yeah, and these players probably haven't been signed off by the manager to say that they're going to be in the squad next year, or they're going to play as much as what they think.
Possibly that, but there's going to be some sales, definitely.
Yes,
definitely going to be some sales.
There has to be.
I think they're point blank offering Melier out now, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, what would you take for Melier cash wise? Have we talked about this before? I don't think we have actually.
I don't know cash wise. I'd say 50, north of 50 million.
50?
Yeah.
For Melier?
Yeah.
You think Melier's worth 50 million?
Yeah.
In the Championship? I'd say we'd be looking to get 20.
I think he's worth about 50 million.
And how much is Rasmus Christensen worth then?
But bag of cheese and onion skips.
I don't do cheese and onion skips. You're wrong.
I think he'll be all right.
I don't think he's worth 50 million quid now. Trust me. After this season he's just had,
no,
2 seasons he's just had.
No, I don't think he's worth that. He's gone out on loan anyway, so it doesn't matter about him.
Yeah, get him out on loan.
Forget about him. He's not really in the conversation. But Melier, I think you could get 50 million in today's stupidly overpriced, stupid market.
I think you're on smack if you think that.
I think he's worth about 50 million.
Yeah,
in today's market.
I think
whether we get it or not is a different matter. But they could ask for it.
What would you take for him?
A better goalie.
A better goalie, just swap
him out.
Yeah. No, I don't. I think I'll be honest with you. I don't rarely disagree with you on this, but I think Melier is not worth 50 million. I think we'd be lucky to get 20 million for
How
Melier.
much is Kepa worth?
Kepa is worth about 10 million.
How much was he bought for?
About 75 million.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, mate. And Melier is a better keeper than last 2 seasons have shown, I think.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Definitely. But he did let in a lot of goals.
But once a player starts talking about going to different teams, it's done.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you ask him a question about it,
I'll be like, I'm not talking about my future.
boy,
Do you know, every time
what are you hiding?
Every time the man, I'll be honest with you, I'll tell you the truth right now, I get approached all the time about changing jobs, but I get offered more money, but I just don't want to work on a milk float. But that's what I'm saying. It's just...
You got to give up them paper rounds.
I do, mate. Yeah, I'm doing. But I don't feel it's... I don't know where you get that figure from. I'm just going to cut you off now. You're done. You're off this podcast. 50 million quid for Melier. Oh,
I think he's worth 50 million in today's stupid market.
yeah, but it's the only thing that's...
Reality, probably about 5 million.
Yeah. We'd probably... I think we'll get maybe 15 to 20 million. He's gone.
We don't live in reality in today's
Leeds.
financial market.
No, Leeds don't.
We don't. I'm on about football in general when it comes to players and how much you can get on for.
Should he go to Saudi Arabia?
Wow. Maybe.
Yeah. He could go to Saudi Arabia.
Get 50 million from Saudi Arabia, mate.
We'll get 50 million for him from Saudi Arabia.
Absolutely. And he'll probably play for France.
Yeah, he probably will at one point.
At some point. Anyway.
Yeah.
So who else?
So obviously we've mentioned Rasmus, obviously all the loan players.
There's not the loans. Salin. Who are we selling?
Who is selling? I think Tyler Adams is going to be sold.
Yeah, I think he's going to want to go, isn't he?
I do. However, if we go back to this loan market,
get in the loan basket.
I was watching a video from I was watching a video from Lucky Leeds. Okay, he's like one of these new up and coming ones. He just like tactics now. He's really, really good.
Yeah.
And I was watching a video of his earlier, and he mentioned that all the other players they'd probably go out and they'll get sold. But if you loaned out Tyler Adams and Sinistera, and then obviously got some fees for them, if they're not willing to pay, there'd be 2 players that could come back and make us better. So if we got promoted, right? But if we went down, if we go back up, do you think would you have Christensen, Llorente in that back? You wouldn't, would you? But you'd have Sinistera and Adams.
Not if they pissed off for a season, just so they didn't have to play in the championship.
But maybe it's more about them saving wages and that as well. Thinking about the board.
I'm into that.
I know. I'd prefer them both to stay, and I do agree if you do fuck off on loan, then. But it resonated with me.
I mean, if it was Leeds that were doing it as a way of going, oh yeah, we want to keep you, I want to keep you happy, blah blah, go and play in the high league.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
And that's would still annoy me a bit.
Yeah.
But if you're the player, you'd be like, no, if I'm going to play for you in the future, I'll play now.
Yeah.
But whatever.
I wouldn't mind something like them if they're going to come back and they say they signed a new deal and went out on loan. Yeah. I'd be happy with something like that. I really, really would. And then we start bringing in these youngsters from the Man City or Liverpool and all these youngsters that could come and help us push the charge and bring in some absolute stalwarts, some good players, and then just fire up the league. I mean, everyone wants the big reset, but I don't see us being able to do a big reset. You can't sell every player, right? But I'm not just... If of all the players, I mean, I want Nonto, Sinistera and Adams to stay, Somerville. They're the ones that I'd like to stay.
Yeah.
Don't think all of them are, but...
They won't, not all of them.
No, they're not going to.
No.
But if you could pick 3 players to stay right now, who would you pick?
Oh, Ruta.
He's not going anywhere anyway because he was a 49.
Nonto.
I mentioned this. Ruta, Nonto.
Sinistera.
And them 3. I mean, basically the front 3 behind the striker. Yeah, them 3. They could destroy
Adams as well, though. I'd like to keep Adams as well. If I pick 4, I'll have 4.
You can have 4 then, yeah. But you can have 4 because Ruta, I don't think Ruta's going anywhere anyway.
Well, we'll wait and see, mate.
Yeah, unless they loaned him out.
Yeah, they loaned him out as well. Yeah. So why don't they loan the whole team out and just bought a brand new team?
Yeah.
That'd be a bit crazy, wouldn't it?
A bit crazy.
2 teams.
Which players do you think are definitely staying and not being sold?
Well, Cooper.
Yeah, Ayling. Yeah. JB, Gray.
The youngsters, hopefully. Yeah. Maybe some of them might go out on loan.
Yeah. They're the only thing that the players I can think of that are going to stay. I think Dan James will stay. I'd like to hope.
But you might not.
Yeah.
You might think, nah, I ain't staying.
You want to play me last
You
year?
fucking
Yeah.
got rid of me. So,
But
I mean,
imagine
you can blame him.
he'd be good in Championship.
Yeah, he would. I think he would. I actually think he needs it.
Yeah.
I think he needs like an easy league, but like a league that he can just build himself back up again.
Yeah.
For a bit, I think.
Because he would stretch those defences, wouldn't he?
Absolutely.
I imagine no. But I mean, you'd play him on the right wing, though, wouldn't you? You'd play him in his natural position where he could just get at people.
Yeah. You'd
Yeah.
play him on a place where you play him in a position where he could you get 1-on-1s and be gone.
Yeah, I mean, I've got high hopes for him next year, and obviously you've got to think, man. I know he's obviously had a bad injury, but we've got big Stu back. He's going to play in that midfield, isn't he? He'll have to.
I just want to clarify something. So this is Kev saying he's got high hopes of Dan James. So in football talk, in real talk, that means he's going to be absolute pap.
Yeah.
And be nowhere near the Leeds team.
No, I want him to stay.
Yeah, I'd like him definitely in the Championship. And who knows, like if he goes up with a team and he's got that confidence,
Yeah,
he might take it into the Prem.
You mean like how the players did when we went up for the first time with him to Bielsa?
Yeah, but let's not go.
Yeah,
Let's not go. It's going to go back in time, mate. This is
we're
we're a Championship team now.
We never go back, do we?
Never go back. We always remain on point.
Yeah, always on point. We've never digressed or procrastinated on this podcast ever.
We never repeat ourselves.
Never ever repeat ourselves on multiple podcasts. Never ever. So on the loan market, I think Howard Costa's probably going to go out on loan for another year, and he's gone. I think he'll stay where he is. He'll probably stay over there on loan, and he's gone.
Why don't they just have him? No.
Well, he could be a decent player in the Championship because he was a decent player in the Championship. He was actually really good for it.
I don't want him. I mean, why not? Whoever's got him now, just go. Just we'll have him. Man.
Yeah.
I just want them to go.
Do you want all of them to go?
Yeah, to go. All the ones that want to go.
Yeah.
I just want them to be gone.
Yes. What about the ones that want to stay but just play in the higher league for a year?
I don't. That's weird.
Or to get them off the wage bill?
Yeah, maybe I could semi accept that if it was a Leeds sort of idea to keep these players long term, but let them go on loan.
Yeah.
If it's them going, no, I don't want to play in the Championship, then just go piss off.
Yeah.
And I think suck some eggs.
I think that's what Lockie said on his video. Is more the fact as if it's like a mutual thing.
Yeah.
Then it would work. I recommend you watch that video as well.
Yeah, but then it's like you say you buy a team for the Championship to get you up,
and then they're a Championship team when we go up.
Yeah, but in mind, like you'd want to hope that they would. Are they going to just buy a team to get you up and then replace them again, or are they going to buy players that then can go on and play in the Premier League?
I'd like to hope it's the second. I hope it's the latter.
Yeah, because... but then if they do that, then all these players that have gone out to keep them and they come back.
Let's have a bigger squad. We've always needed a bigger squad.
It can't come back.
Oh, they're not going to say that to Adams and Sinister, are you?
Who knows? He might be out now forever. Adams, his leg might never be healed.
No, he's got a bad injury. It's not a good injury. That
is that true that he got it redone?
I don't know.
I heard he got it redone.
I don't know. I heard he was down the soft play area and did a front flip and landed on Mark Grella's knee.
Well, don't do front flips.
Yeah, don't do front flips. Tyler Adams.
Maybe it's like a Leeds player and training for.
Probably Forshaw.
Yeah.
I'm having that position, mate.
Yeah, but unbeknownst to Forshaw, he inadvertently ended up keeping him at the club.
Yeah.
So
now he's gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah. So
who else can we got? Who else can go?
Maximilian Voba.
Voba. He's.
I mean, you mean who we thought was an absolute warrior when he first came in, and he just seems to have, like, kind of, turned into a Leeds defender towards the end.
I think everything just sort of eroded around him. Like he's like his aura of confidence as he's seen the team that he was in.
I don't think he's the saviour though, but I do think he'd be half decent in the Championship.
I think he's a good defender. I think he's a good player, but like that, you needed more than one player driving us last year, and he just didn't. So,
do you think Big Charlie could have a good season this season as well?
Yeah, I do actually. I do, and that's one like bonus as well. Looking at the loans coming back,
a lot of them had good half decent seasons elsewhere.
Yeah, like. Bate did well.
We keep forgetting Joe Galhart.
Yeah. He's got like experience now of
Yeah.
week in, week out football in the Championship. So all he needs to add now is goal. So
Yeah. And I think now it comes. It depends. I mean, I watched like a bit of Farke's tactics because it looks like he's got to get the job now, doesn't he? He's like everywhere that, and he plays like, oh, I know it's going to sound weird, but he plays a bit of a narrow system like Justin Marsh.
Yeah.
He said plays like that,
But he plays it properly.
Yeah, but he plays it properly.
Yeah.
And when I saw it, I thought the way where the players were, they're like he's got a 4-3-3, but they're all quite close to each other, and the two wingers and the striker,
Yeah.
and then the attacking midfielder, it's all 4-2-3-1 in and out of possession. The way that the three beyond the striker are, it looks perfectly set for Somerville, Ruta, and Nonto, and maybe not Dan James in there, but Joe Galhart as well, because they're quite close to the striker.
Yeah.
And maybe, dare I say this, if they do play that way, and maybe Patrick Bamford could be good for his system.
Or not.
Or not.
Listen.
He doesn't play with a massive striker that's super mobile. He played with Timu Pukki for years.
Yeah, he was decent.
Yeah, he was decent. He's a free agent.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So is Max Aarons as well.
Is he? Well, he always tends to happen that shit, doesn't it?
Yeah, and then Farker's coming over. Webber's going to be the director of football, and all these ex-Norwich lads.
Yeah.
We'll be taking, instead of them nicking Bradley Johnson, Johnny Howson, and Becchio, we'll be taking Pookie, fucking Max Aarons. Oh,
Raw Fox.
Remember when they nicked all our players?
Take Raw Fox.
We'll take Raw Fox, mate. Oh, who else? Who were some big players that they had back in the past?
Who's they have? Howson, Becchio,
Yeah.
Johnson, Snodgrass.
Snodgrass. Yeah, I forgot about Snodgrass. Yeah, you went there. Who else went there?
There might have been some of those. Might have been some.
Sam Byron played for Norwich.
Did, yeah.
Yeah.
He went there, not straight from us, didn't he? But he went there.
We went West Ham from us, didn't he? Sam Byron. He wasn't a bad little player, he won as well for us.
I know, yeah. He seemed like he never was going to age, though.
And then now he's
Now he's old.
now he's doing landscape gardens in Middlesbrough.
Yeah. But anyway, back to the Leeds loan system.
Loan
seems to be
system.
kicking
Because
in.
we are loans, so we're a feeder club. We are cash converters.
I was going to mention something about the whole shenanigans that was going on right now. But yeah, so I want to know who the players are that they spoke to.
What do you mean? Like,
They made calls, didn't they? Like the 49ers made calls to like certain players, say basically telling them, "This is the plan for the future. This is what I want." Blah blah blah. I want to know who the players that they want to keep.
well, it's been It's been silent. It's been a bit silent.
Yes.
No players come out and said definitively that they're going.
No, it's just been all hearsay.
It's been all hearsay and journalists and stuff. And I only ever believe stuff when it's either someone like Graham Smith or Phil Hay. They're the only two when you know something big's happening. All you've got is this here, there, and everywhere. I'd like to think that the 49ers have got some pull with the American lads. I'd like to think that Rutter was there by as well.
American lad.
There's two.
Just I only want to keep one of them.
Oh, okay, yeah. You don't think come on, man. You know Harrison might title championship.
He might do, but like if apparently he didn't want to play there either.
Yeah. Well, this is all hearsay, but I did read today that Fulham are interested in taking Brendan Aronson on
Loan.
loan.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
On loan. So, yeah, we're pawning all the players. Yeah, so Fulham could be interested in Brendan Aronson on loan. For me, I don't see where he fits into their side.
I don't care where he fits in their side, as long as it's not in our side.
As long as there's an obligation to buy for 25 mil.
Yeah. Yeah, imagine he went there and he was awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I said that about Dan James. That didn't really go well, so.
So another player that's linked with an exit now?
Yeah, so it's interesting that we're letting so many players go.
Yeah.
Because you think there'd be a bit of like, well, you all can't go.
Yeah.
Or can you?
Yeah. I don't know. But we can't go out there and spend fucking 150 mil on a championship squad.
There'll be loans, won't there?
Yeah.
5 maximum.
Yep. Okay, so to get back to what I was just saying, right?
Go on.
Leo Chialda
Yes.
linked away with a move to Serie A. I believe it was Monza or Spezia. I'm interested in signing Leo Chialda.
Nah, keep him. I like him.
I'd keep him.
He's good.
Keep him.
I like him. I do like Chialda.
I'd honestly keep him because he played left back and played centre half. Left. We've got four left-sided centre backs now, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the one thing about Christensen going out on loan leaves the spot open for a certain someone who's on loan last year.
The Beastman.
The Cody Drame.
Of course, yeah.
Is that who you're calling Beastman?
No, it's Beastman because, like, you got Skeletor.
Yeah. Okay. So Cody Drame could have be number one right back next year.
I think he will be.
I'd like to hope he is.
I like to hope he is as well. But ain't we been linked with another right back?
Who?
Oh, we were linked with another right back.
I don't want to be linked with any right backs.
Oh, God, yeah.
What about left backs?
What about any left backs out there?
Yeah.
Left backs for sale?
Left backs,
Loan?
please. I mean, that Ryan Manning's still available on a free transfer.
Yeah.
He's the dream because he's the best left back in the Championship last year.
Well,
And
we keep saying so. Hopefully he'll come.
I'd like to hope so, but yeah, I was talking about Joel Pirro.
Yeah.
We linked with him.
We've been linked with him before.
I know we
too.
have, but because I said it happened.
No, yeah, that's what it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So Joel Pirro, Ryan Manning, wouldn't mind them too.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you want?
Pascal Chimbond.
Pascal Chimbondo would be a great signing in that league.
Yeah.
Do you remember Patrick Sufo?
Yes.
Do we know who plays in that league just down the road? No, does it? In Nuneaton? Yeah, he does, yeah. Not playing on a Sunday league for some absolute shitbag team. But yeah, let's not talk about him. Let's stick with Leeds.
Who do I want? Oh, I don't know,
Think
mate.
about a reasonable signing that you think that Leeds could make, that we could sign in the Championship.
In the Championship.
Yeah, and it
Who's in
not
the
let anybody
Championship?
who you want. Anybody you want.
That dude from... Oh, no, he'll probably go to the Premiership, won't he?
Who?
The lad at Bristol City.
Alex Scott.
Yeah.
I'd like him. He was on. I was going to talk about him on this podcast, but I'm not going to now.
No, him, but that's probably we were linked to the other chat, weren't that Malombe?
Malombe. Yep, he wouldn't be too bad. I watched a bit of him. The Coventry guy in midfield. Be a good signing. Yeah, be a good signing.
I don't like Hamer.
Why?
I like he's all right, but there's things about him I don't like, and I'm sure he's like a really crap at tackling.
Yeah, but he gets a lot of cards.
Yeah, he's very.
So Tyler Adams.
Yeah, but Tyler Adams does a lot of good, tackling.
Yeah, but Hamer can pass forward.
He can, but he's really bad at giving away stupid free kicks,
Yeah,
and that's in the
but
Championship.
he gets goals.
He does get. Yeah, I mean there's a few in there, and there's probably a lot that I don't know about because I haven't really paid attention to the Championship.
That's because you're
And I've got this next
football royalty now, and now you have to go.
No, it's
You've been
not
spoiled by the Premiership for this long.
that. It's not that. It's just because I've just followed Leeds and they've just been in there, so I've just watched Leeds games in the Premiership.
Yeah.
So I've not really paid any attention to it. I've just been really ignorant.
Well,
Sorry about that.
Well, yeah. Well, mine would have been Alex Scott.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind, obviously, Pirro, Akpom.
Akpom, yeah. Sorry, that's another one.
Isaiah Jones from Middlesbrough would be a good player too.
Yeah.
He's a really, really good player. But I don't see them selling much. I think
What about-
Akpom's on a free though, isn't he, at the moment?
What about Ismail Assar? Is he still at Watford?
He is still at Watford. And apparently he can get him for 25 mil.
I think he's really good.
He is really, really good. But would he come to us or would he go to a team somewhere? Probably Brighton, someone like that, you know.
He might do, but he didn't. He's still there now. We'll see if we even want him. I don't know, mate.
But I mean,
There's going to obviously be some randoms from.
I'd rather
Europa.
have Willie Nonto than Ismail Assar.
Yeah, of course I would too.
I'd rather have Sinistera than Ismail Assar.
Yeah, me too.
I'd rather have Dan James than Pascal Chimbonda.
I've got this weird feeling that we ain't going to have many players, and I don't know why. This thing could be like they're just going to right, yeah, just get out. Ailing, you can stay because you're about to. You're off.
The one thing about the 49ers, okay, and that we know is they have been at the club for a while, so they do know the playing staff, and they can see, and then maybe they've got someone else with a bit of eyes in there. Maybe they've been speaking to this Nick Hammond for a while, and he's seen something. They knew what was going on, and he's like got this list of players. We just don't know. That's the problem here. Is
I think you mean Neil Diamond, but
Neil
yeah,
Diamond, yeah.
I understand what you're saying.
there's this. It's just deafening, isn't it? We haven't signed anyone, which is fine because we haven't got a manager.
Mm-hmm.
But there has to be something given. We need a new manager this week because it takes too long.
You know what? I'm actually not bothered. In terms of my own personal need to know shit. The only thing I'm bothered about is because it means that we don't really have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, that's true.
That's it. But this is obviously pre-season's around the corner.
Yeah.
It needs to be done before then, which I think it will be. They're just leaving it really late, but I think I don't care. I don't care about the wait. Honestly,
You just care about how much cash converters we're doing with players.
I'm seeing how many people we can loan out before we realise we ain't got any players left to loan out.
How many Spectrum ZXs and Commodores do you think we'd get for Rasmus Christensen?
I don't think you get all of them.
You wouldn't get all of them.
No.
Yeah.
No, I think you get one, definitely one with a game.
Yeah, I know we obviously we're moaning, we're having a laugh about these lads going out on loan, but with them ones that are going, I don't care.
No.
What I do care about is more on the financial side of it.
Yeah.
It's the fact, why are we not just selling them now and investing the money straight back into the team?
Yeah.
When we're hoping that these guys go and have good seasons elsewhere, and then we pick up a half decent fee at the end of these loans, or put them in the shop window for another team, when we should be selling them now to invest that money straight back in the squad. Like the Rasmus Christensen one, I don't mind as much as any of the others either, because it just shows a pathway for Cody Drame there.
Well,
and I like that. I've liked that a lot.
I think that's what they've done. Like, maybe that's what they're doing, because they know they want to keep Hailing because he's like well old and stuff, and they just want to let him, you know.
Because he'd be good not playing every game next year. Maybe even playing it. Yeah. I don't know. We don't know what Luke Haling's going to turn out next year. We don't know what Farker's going to have him. Why? I mean, the fullbacks get high in his system as well.
But then, obviously, with Christensen coming out saying he wanted to stay, and they've gone, wait, you're not.
Wait, you're not.
Look how much power you've got. Get out.
Yeah, I don't care. Can you not stay?
But the thing is, like you said, like you could get fees now from and stuff. This is what I'm saying. Like they must have
money,
a substantial amount of like capital to be able to go in and say, go out. We'll replace these. Well, with Christensen's case, you don't need to replace it, and you've got two viable right backs there still. Yeah. And then
this is what I'm saying. I don't want to hear about right backs. I want to hear about left backs. I want to hear about centre forwards, and I want to hear about fucking central midfielders.
But then you don't
centre backs. What do you do?
But also, sorry, you don't know if it's just going to come in and go, yeah, Drama, you can go out.
We just don't know.
We don't know. This is what's funny, because you got all these guesses. What's going on?
That's the problem with being someone that does stuff like this, like these podcasts and that, is because
it's hilarious.
Yeah, no, we don't know what the fuck's going on.
No, this is why we just guess.
Yeah,
just guess it.
And obviously all the other people out there probably obviously in the same boat as us. Should we just talk about like Felipe da Costa that used to play for us in League One? Should we start talking about him? Make a video on him?
He didn't play though, did he?
It'd take 30 seconds.
Well, he tried to, but he looked like they just found him off a park.
Yeah, Dennis Wise coming and say, "Oh, he's super skillful. He's got this, he's got that," and then he come on and he was fucking terrible, weren't he?
Yeah, he was.
Me and you were quite excited about him, though, weren't we?
Yeah, because we watched the old YouTube vid.
Yeah,
where he obviously was just literally his best bits ever.
Yeah,
and he looked okay, but he wasn't okay.
He wasn't.
It was terrible. We're far from them days, Kevin.
It's just
the sad ones.
It reminds me of that Ali Dye thing. Remember that lad that said he was George Ware's cousin? And the ground.
He might not have been lying about him being his cousin, by the way. He might have said, "Oh, yeah, I am still his cousin. I'm just not very good at football."
Yeah, do you remember he got signed by Graham Souness, said he'd come on and he was
against Leeds.
Yeah, and he took him straight off.
Yeah,
that was fucking crazy. How do I remember stuff like that? I'm not even that old.
Look, there he is. Old Nonto banging one in for Italy against the old
did all right today.
Swiss chocolates.
Swiss chocolates.
Frampton's 21. I think Mellier's playing.
I bet he's on the bench probably. And probably held us on the bench as well, probably. But yeah, okay. So, what else would you like to talk about, James?
What would we like to talk about? Leeds-wise news.
There's nothing to say.
There's nothing to say, is there?
So, should we...
Got any Neil Diamond's
We have
songs?
Maybe we should. We've been talking for 30 minutes now.
30 minutes?
30 minutes on...
You was aiming for 20.
I was aiming for 20 for our loan video to try and bring our videos down. So I think what we'll do is we'll leave it here.
Yeah.
We are going to be doing a guest spot on somebody else's podcast this week, but we'll let you guys know about that, more about that at the time.
Yeah, looking forward to
that. And we could be sharing our mugs again. We said this months ago.
Not again.
Yeah, for the first time.
For the first time.
We are trying to move into a more video format at some point.
Yeah.
We'll be keeping a podcast as well.
Yes.
Yeah, for the YouTube, we're going to be moving into a bit more video as soon as we learn how to do it.
And once we learn how to do it, in about 10 years' time, you'll have the best videos that the Leeds house has ever put out.
Yeah.
The only one.
We're going to use James's dad's old camcorder.
Yeah, it's about the size of a recliner chair.
Yeah, it's massive. I'm going to see what we can do from there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess we'll leave it here.
Yes.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks for listening, guys.
It's really hot.
Oh, my balls are sweaty.
And goodbye.
Goodbye. Take care.
Bye-bye.